Hey guys, it's Alex, and after the wild card rounds, it is officially playoff season for the Ravens. The divisional round is coming this Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, as the Ravens host the Houston Texans. It's going to be real good. I feel really good about this season, and I do feel like the Ravens are going to make a very deep playoffs run. I want to talk about the conversation that's been going on when it comes to the Ravens offense and our tight ends. It's been numerous conversations surrounding Mark Andrews' possible return to the Ravens offense in this playoff season. With Isaiah Likely, who's been balling out, people's opinions have kind of been split on the matter. So I wanted to bring all the information right here to you guys and start a conversation and a discussion. So I hope you guys sit back and enjoy this video because I enjoyed making it. Let's get into the discussion. It's no secret that Mark Andrews was Lamar Jackson's favorite target coming into the 2023 season, although he did miss the season opener against the Texans. Despite this, Andrews had a quick comeback during the second game against the Bengals, having 5 receptions out of 8 targets for 45 yards and a touchdown. Todd Monken's offense seemed to be clicking as the weeks went by. The Jackson-Andrews duo seemed to be improving weekly. That was until Andrews went down with the season-ending ankle injury Week 11 against the Cincinnati Bengals. At the time that Andrews went down, he was leading the Ravens with 6 touchdown receptions. Between weeks 2 and 11, Mark Andrews had 45 receptions for 544 yards, averaging about 12 yards per reception. Andrews' injury concerned fans, wondering how the Ravens' offense would be impacted without their star tight end. Lamar Jackson was obviously disheartened about Mark Andrews going down. Mark Andrews was his main guy going off script, but he was confident that they would find a way. Hope was definitely not lost with Isaiah Likely, coming into his second NFL season with the Ravens, stepping up in the tight end position. Lamar Jackson expressed having faith in him to step to the occasion, and Likely definitely did not take it for granted. Isaiah Likely proved himself to be a dynamic weapon almost right away with his explosive catches and speed. From beyond Week 12, everyone knew and trusted Likely to be able to fill Mark Andrews' shoes and trailblaze his own path this season. In weeks 12 to 18, Isaiah Likely recorded 21 receptions for 322 yards, averaging 15.3 yards per reception. And in 6 games, he's recorded 5 touchdowns, with his longest reception being 54-yard touchdown Week 14 at home versus the Rams. The chemistry that Lamar claimed to have with Likely was definitely proven, and it's no doubt that Lamar has ample trust in his tight end. In a recent interview with ESPN's Mina Kimes, Likely expressed how grateful he's been to share the field with Jackson and gaining his trust, saying that their golden rule is that if you're throwing your hand up for Lamar Jackson, you better come down with the ball because he's going to remember otherwise. Todd Monken's first year as OC had the Ravens offense clicking. And with the Ravens' defense being the strongest it's looked in over a decade, the Ravens cemented themselves as Super Bowl contenders, running through all of their opponents. So here's when things started to get interesting. In late December, Coach John Harbaugh expressed that Ravens tight end 1, Mark Andrews' recovery, is ahead of schedule and could possibly make a playoff appearance, considering that the Ravens would make a deep run into the playoffs this year. This was proven true when Mark Andrews returned to practice on Friday, January 12th. On Tuesday, January 16th, Coach Harbaugh expressed that Andrews had his best showing yet. This obviously excited many fans and spectators. However, it brought up questions on how the Ravens offense would operate with Mark Andrews possibly being back on the field. Ravens fans' opinions seem to be split on the matter on social media. Many people believe that this would only make the Ravens offense better, trading between Likely and Andrews for the snaps depending on the field position and location. However, there were some opinions expressed worried that Mark Andrews' return would somehow disrupt the chemistry of the Ravens offense. But this brings us back to Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator. People believe that Monken can utilize a 2 tight end strategy. That isn't new to Monken, as he's utilized plays like these in his years at the University of Georgia. It is the playoffs, and that is the time where teams want to try utilizing new strategies to offset their opponents. So would a 2 tight end scheme be something that Monken would want to implement with a healthy Mark Andrews? Another debate topic on the tight end conversation has been about Lamar building more trust with his receiver core during the late weeks in the season. People believe that Jackson was too reliant on Andrews before, and him being out has made Lamar look to his receivers more. This is all a matter of personal opinion, though, because rookie receiver Zay Flowers was leading the team in targets, catches, and receiving yards before Andrews went down. Although you can say this is to be expected of a wide receiver, we could probably say that Jackson has diversified his options for off-script plays, though. All in all, these conversations have been extremely interesting. And while we have these elite tight ends, we can't forget how the rest of the offense has been stepping up in a multitude of ways. We can't forget about Charlie Kolar, another strong tight end option that the Ravens can utilize more in the playoffs. Rookie receiver Zay Flowers, he's shown himself to be fast, shifty, and capable of making large plays on the field. Odell Beckham Jr., although only having 3 touchdowns this season, has no doubt been very effective and productive making the right plays for the team. We also have Nelson Aguilar, who's had 4 receiving touchdowns this season, and Rashad Bateman. As for the run game, which is still as strong as ever, Justice Hill has shown significant improvements, and we can't forget Gus Bus Edwards, who despite the 2 fumbles lost in the last 2 regular season games, has had a whopping 13 rushing touchdowns this season. We also can't forget the addition of Dalvin Cook, and it will be very interesting to see how he'll be implemented. We should also give a special mention to Project Pat Ricard, our fullback, whose versatility comes in clutch whenever needed. So it's safe to say, whatever Monken decides to cook up with the Ravens offense, we can expect to see a dynamic playoff run led by soon-to-be 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. Alright guys, so there's actually been another update. Wide receiver Devin Duvernay and tight end Mark Andrews were both full participants in practice today. They are designated to return from injured reserve. So this definitely means that we could really see both of them, these two, on the field this Saturday. Great update, and I can't wait to see what's in store. Well, there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. Let me know what you're expecting to see this playoff run from the Ravens specifically, and how other teams might try to oppose them. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative in any kind of way, make sure to please give a thumbs up, and you can subscribe down below. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these discussions. See you guys next time. Go Ravens.